love it. My wish is that it will also be helpful for parents, teachers, grandparents, godparents, and other adults who are bombarded with questions from the children in their lives, or perhaps still have questions of their own. I hope your curiosity takes you somewhere wonderful today. Love from Molly.
January 1st. Can blue whales talk to killer whales?
Did you know that killer whales aren't actually whales? They're dolphins. They're the largest member of the dolphin family. They got their confusing name hundreds of years ago when sailors saw them attacking whales and called them whale killers, which was flipped around over time to killer whales. Now they're often called orcas, which is much less confusing. Like other dolphins, orcas talk to one another using whistles, clicks, and calls. Blue whales sing very loud, deep songs that can travel for thousands of miles underwater. Orcas and blue whales sound quite different, so it's hard to imagine them talking to one another. It would be a little bit like if you tried to talk to a sheep. Orcas and blue whales live in all the world's oceans, and each group has its own kind of language. On its travels, a blue whale might bump into orcas near Iceland, speaking one language, and another group of orcas in the Antarctic, speaking a completely different one.
January 2nd. What does Incy Wincy Spider need?
In the song, Incy Wincy Spider needs to get up the water spout. Then, when the rain comes, the spider gets washed out. They have to wait until it's dry and sunny again to climb back up. Incy is a house spider. What house spiders need is to get inside where it's warm and cosy when the weather starts to turn cold and rainy. You might find house spiders in the bath, but they don't tend to come up the plug hole. They just fall in the bath, and then it's too slippery for them to be able to climb out. Sometimes a female spider lays eggs inside a house, which can hatch into about 60 little baby spiders called spiderlings. Usually, though, she'll lay her eggs outside around bricks or stones.
January 3rd. If spiders make a noise, what noise do they make?
Well, this is an excellent question. You probably can't hear spiders making any kind of noise, but some spiders do make noises. Spiders can hiss, purr, and buzz. A spider purrs and buzzes by rubbing the hairy bristles on its body together. To attract females, male wolf spiders sing through the forest floor by banging parts of their bodies onto leaves on the ground to make a sort of purring noise. Spiders don't have ears, but they can still hear. How do they hear? Well, they use their hairy legs. Those legs help them to detect sounds by sensing vibrations.
January 4th. Why do we breathe garlic breath, but not noodle breath or apple breath?
Well, garlic is filled with chemicals called sulfur compounds. When you eat garlic, they go into your blood. This is really healthy for your blood, but it's not so great for your breath. The sulfur from the garlic whooshes around your body in your blood, and when it reaches your lungs, you breathe out some of the smell. You can't get rid of it by brushing your teeth, because the garlic chemicals are in your blood, not in your mouth. You don't get noodle or apple breath because noodles and apples don't contain the smelly sulfur compounds that garlic does.
January 5th. What was the first dinosaur ever?
I had some help on this one from Dr. David Button from the Natural History Museum in London. The earliest dinosaurs we know of lived in the southern hemisphere, which is the half of our planet that's south of an imaginary line called the equator. They included Eoraptor, which lived about 230 million years ago in Argentina. There was another one called Saturnalia, which lived about 230 million years ago in Brazil and Zimbabwe.